now got to sit in this crap.
Hold that chair, Nick. Hold that chair.
I'm very scared because it looks like a lot of slippery stuff, right? And you already know I've already been out. I've been sick because my whole thing went out. Baby, you hit past 50, yo.
Yeah.
You are slipping on your behind. You are letting gas go. And your back is doing stuff you don't want it to do. But you know what? I have a new chair.
Yeah.
I have a new chair. And I want to thank the powers that be at ABC for giving us all new chairs. I want to thank the boys from Vintage Trouble.
Woo!
Because they said they would come and do a birthday. They said they would do a celebration.
Like water.
Yeah.
I feel like my entire pubic area has shed.
Well, that's what they say. It folds when you get older.
It does. But this is what it looks like. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
It's black and gold. Black and gold. Like a Christmas tree. Black and gold. And, you know, one of the other great things about doing this show is coming back to spectacular people that you love. Like this woman sitting right here. She is one, for me, she is one of the funniest people on the face of the earth. Please welcome actress Regina Hall.
Hey. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy you're back. You're back. This is a treat for me. And you're moving.
Yeah.
You didn't see her backstage.
Yeah, she was dancing. We were like, stop. Do not dance.
No, but see, apparently this is the other crazy thing.
Yeah.
That there are more people in this audience that have suffered from what I have than there are not.
Really?
Yes.
What's the name of it exactly?
Crap. Okay.
I've suffered from crap.
Okay.
Once or twice.
You have, but back pain. It's a herniated, bulging, pissy disc that was annoyed, apparently, because it didn't watch the movie it wanted to watch and decided that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. Now, maybe it's the steroids talking. You'll never know. But,
was it a specific, because I know you had been hurting like since September a little bit, but was there something that tweaked it specifically?
No, we don't know. I mean, it's bad seating when you're not seated correctly, which I never really thought of. But there's also a lot of things that make this happen. And so, fortunately for us, we know lots of good people. One of them being someone who suffers from this, called Dr. Richard Besser. Right. So I thought that if they could call Dickie and say, come over, maybe he could explain some of this. Because some of this stuff is like shocking. Yeah. You know, because who knew that everybody and their grandmama goes through this?
I have
You
got a bulging disc.
I have a... Well, I don't know what it is, but I've got a mess. I had a pinched nerve from a in my L5 and L6, so I've had it for years.
Wait a minute. Their letter?
L5.
Their letter?
Yes, I was going to ask you which one was it?
Somebody back there. Somebody. I couldn't do anything too.
Isn't it amazing? Because I came to see you in the hospital. It hadn't been a week, and they were making you walk. Yeah. You know, I mean, the way they treat backs is so different from a while ago, where you just thought you'd lay it. You'd lay out. And I think Dr. Besser would be right. But I mean, they had her walking around the hospital, you know, 5 days into this. So.
But is Dick here?
I think so.
Oh, here he goes. Here he comes with a skeleton.
What's happening, man? So, Richard, hello, honey.
Hi.
Are all skeletons looking like that?
They are. They're all white. There you go.
Very
phony.
Very good. Very well.
Very racist.
All right.
Just saying.
You know.
Okay.
So what happened to me?
Yeah, so the back is an incredibly complex area. If you look at what's in here, you've got vertebra, which are these bones here in the spine. In between them, you have these things called discs, and you can see them here. You can also show that graphic that shows them. It shows them up in red, and those provide cushioning in between each one of the spines.
Okay.
Coming out the side. These are nerve roots. Right. Okay. And this all has to stay perfectly in line, perfectly supported, or you're going to get pain, because anything that puts pressure on these little nerve roots causes pain. It can be pain.
That's what I have. I don't have any jelly. jelly in my last one.
Is that right?
That's what it is.
Yeah?
I don't have any.
Let me tell you, that happens to a lot of women as we age. And you can buy...
not that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant... Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Different.
Okay. All right.
So these discs here, okay, which contain a jelly.
Yes.
As you get older, they become weakened.
Yes.
What can happen is they can bulge out. The outer fibers part can get weak, and they can bulge out, and that causes pressure. And so when you talk about a herniated disc or bulging, a bulging disc means it's just pushing out and pushing onto a nerve root, but it can rupture. And that jelly can come out, and then it causes a little collapse there between those two, causes pressure and a lot of pain. I've been through that myself.
How do these chairs make us feel more supported?
The chairs are really, really important.
Good, right?
You know, you want to make sure when you're thinking about preventing this that your furniture fits you.
Right.
And for it to fit you, you want to be able to put your feet flat on the ground. You want your legs to be at 90 degrees. Okay. So for some people, the chair has to be higher, and some it has to be lower.
Is that the right height?
You got to balance, you know?
She said knees, not bees.
So your chair is a little high for you.
It's a little high, right?
But then if you lower it down, it's going to look like you're back in kindergarten.
Hold on.
because the table.
Hold on.
The table's out.
If you drop me.
Don't touch her stick. No, really, that could be dangerous.
But the furniture is really important because we spend so much of our day sitting.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit us properly, you're gonna be tweaking, and you feel that because you stand up and you can't straighten. And that really matters.
It's not just age, though. People get this regardless of what age they are. This can happen to almost anyone.
Yeah, I had back problems from the time I was 17 until I was 35.
Wow.
And
but you played a lot of sports, I assume.
I did play sports. I did play sports, but, and I ended up having back operations, which is something you want to try and avoid.
Fortunately, the folks over at St. Barnabas, I'm wearing their scrubs for a reason, because I want to say thank you to them, because what they did was they made sure that I didn't need to do an operation, which I was thrilled about, but they also explained everything to me. And there are things that you can do on your bed to help rotate your hips that don't cost you any money. There's simple things you can look on, you know, St. Barnabas will put some stuff up on, but know that this is something you can work with. And if you're starting to have issues with your back, pay attention, because you don't want to wait like and end up on the floor going, damn, I didn't know that I was that old. I just wasn't that
when
old.
she started having problems, little tweaking, could she have prevented this if she started those exercises then?
It's not clear. It's not clear. There are definitely things that you can do, though, in terms of exercising, you know, staying active. I find yoga is really, really helpful in terms of flexibility and building core strength. But finding an exercise that you like and using it to build those muscles.
Well, you know what? This is going to be ongoing. As much stuff as I learn, I'll hip you to it. If it works for you, great. If you find better stuff.
You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe.
Hey, man. Now, just because I don't want you all to think I was rude, I want to reintroduce Regina Hall, because this is one bad woman on the movies. And I can't say it enough. You make me, I'm telling you.
She's telling you this, but the truth is, and we don't have a really big age difference, actually, but still being, no, we really don't. I mean, no, and when I say that, I mean, I watched your work my whole life, and yours too. But for me, as a young black girl, to be able to see a woman go back and forth from comedy to drama and completely play so many roles that weren't based on her sexuality, but her talent, it was like, I was like, oh, I want to do that. Not I could, because that's a whole different thing, but I want to do that. And when someone does it that is similar to you, it makes you think, well, maybe I could.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's what all these young women see now when they see you. See, because you've expanded. Now you do everything.
I have not expanded. This one has.
See,
this one opened up Sister Act, and I'm like, I saw Ghost, and you don't know this, but my original name was Odie Mae. My father's name is Odie. I know. My father father's name, my father has passed away. His name is Odie. My brother's Odie the third, because my father was the junior, and then Odie third. And so he named me Odie Mae. My family said no. So Oda Mae was pretty close.
My sister. My sister. You are now, it's you now.
You've got a sister named Oda.
You see? Now, was that the steroids talking, or was I channeling something? We'll never know.
We don't know.
But speaking of amazing movies, whether you liked it or not, American Sniper broke box office records this weekend, ranking in over $105 million at the box office. But some celebs are taking some heat for what they're saying about it. Nicole, you got some of the tweets. What's the issue?
Yeah.
There?
So, I remember I emailed you the night that I saw this. This blew my mind. And you and I talked about this last week. Incredibly important, beautiful movie. Seth Rogen, though, compared it to Nazi propaganda, tweeting, "American Sniper kind of reminds me of the movie that's showing in the third act of Inglourious Bastards." It was a movie about Nazi propaganda. He later clarified, I actually liked American Sniper. It just reminded me of the Tarantino scene. Then Michael Moore tweeted, "My uncle killed by snipers in World War II. We were taught snipers were cowards. We will shoot you in the back. Snipers aren't heroes and invaders are worse."
So, okay, so everyone gets to have an opinion because opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one.
Yes.
So, you didn't like the movie? That's okay. We stood behind you, Seth, when you did your movie, and we said you had the right to make the movie you wanted to make.
Yeah.
Give them the same respect.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because we stood behind him. Yeah. Give them the same respect. And Michael Moore, you know better.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing. These guys...
God bless you.
The snipers, not just the snipers.
That was a hiccup burp all in once. It was like a hiccup.
And this is good.
There might have been something else in there, but I'm not sure.
It was like an exclamation point. I liked it. These guys die so that people like Michael Moore and Seth Rogen can say this stuff. So I think next time they trash a movie about America's heroes, they should just add a little thank you at the end.
Democracy demands dissent, and you know that, right? So I think that everybody is allowed to say what their opinion is, and if PTSD was not as thoroughly represented in the film as some people thought, I think that's a valid criticism.
That's not what that's what you said, and that was absolutely valid. And that's not what they said. They compared these guys to Nazis. They said snipers are cowards. I mean, you know, saying that more attention should be paid in general in this movie and more broadly to PTSD is something I completely agree with.
Right.
Calling them Nazis is not. It's offensive, it's reprehensible, and I think the military should boycott Seth Rogen's crappy movie.
Wait, no. See, this is the thing. Again, everybody has the right to their opinion. However, as filmmakers and as creative people, nobody has the right to put your thing down. Now, I'll tell you something. My brother does not really go to the movies. That's not his. He'll go see me because I'm his sister. He doesn't have a choice.
Right.
Okay.
Family obligation.
Yeah. But the one thing he said to me about everything is he said, this movie kind of got me. See, because a lot of people forget history. They forget what the soldiers went through. See, my brother came through the 60s when our friends were going off to Vietnam. And so you can, if you've never been to war, it's a lot that you can call people names. You can call all kinds of names. But until the bombs are exploding around you and the people are dying around you, you need to be a little more sensitive, dudes. I get that you're creative types, but so are they. So back up or not. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Party foul? Why a 5-year-old got stuck with the bill for being a no-show at his pal's birthday bash.
Hall is the fabulous Regina Hall. You know, the Seattle Seahawks earned a spot in the Super Bowl after an overtime win over the Green Bay Packers that people's lips are still on the floor. This did not go over all that well at your house. Please explain, Ro, what happened?
Blakey is in love with the Packers. Kelly's wife, Ann, who's an amazing woman, she loves the Packers. And so for the last 8 years, they've all been cheeseheads. And he was at a bar with Kelly and Ann, watching it like they do every Sunday, texted me, Mom, we're going to the Super Bowl. Because I said if they get in, I take Ann, Kelly, and him. We'd all go.
Right.
2 minutes left.
Oh, God.
I'm watching it. I'm like, please, God, I just booked the flight to Phoenix. Please!
Why'd you book it already?
Because I thought there'd be a rush.
Well, that was the point. It was over. It was over.
I thought I got right on as soon as he texted me. I have 4 tickets to go to a game with no team no one likes. And then he wrote back, crap, forget it, you know? And I wrote back, too late, Mommy booked it. You're going to watch the team you hate. Send, you know?
I like that. That's a good thing. You're a good mom.
What did I do?
You're a good mom.
But he was heartbroken. It was all year, Clay Matthews, and he tells me, I was glad he wasn't home, because when I watch it with him, he's like, that's Clay Matthews, and he's the #1 in the sacking of the... I watch it on mute, and then on my laptop, I watch a documentary.
This is, you know, this is how sports used to be. I mean, this is how I grew up.
Yeah.
Your team won or they lost.
Right.
And somehow, I sort of feel like people have forgotten how to lose.
That's what sports is.
I mean,
one person's got to win or one team's got to win and someone's got to lose. It's called whatever. It's called life.
Right. And then there was that basketball game that they were going to, do something to the coach because the same thing. They don't like when people lose. Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
well, no, they suspended him,
They suspended this coach. He's a high school basketball coach. He was suspended after his team's 161-2 victory over an opposing team. Now, hold on. Some people say, well, he should not have played the game out. He should have gone easy on them and gotten away with it. And so they suspended this guy. See, I think his job as a coach is if you don't teach your kids how to get better, they just are mediocre.
Right.
I'm concerned why the coach with 2 isn't suspended. If you're coaching a team and they've got 2 points, you're in the wrong profession.
Yeah, but isn't this two colliding?
Yeah, that's one basket.
This is 2 colliding life lessons, right? I mean, 1, you want to teach
you have to lose.
They're in high school now. This is not a
But
grade
if you
school
can score 161 points, maybe you put your kids on the other team. I mean, it's high school. It's not the NBA.
God.
No. You still win, but maybe by 100, not 100. Do you know how
Listen,
161?
and then you tell the kids who bust their behinds every week, who go each time and get better and better because they were on the crappiest team when they started, and now they're on the best team, and you're saying your hard work doesn't pay off. No. You worked your tail off. You deserve to win, and if you do win, do not be a bonehead.
Be gracious.
Okay? Be gracious. Now, maybe they should... I'm not saying you have to. I'm just suggesting maybe they may want to make a pizza party for the team that lost and maybe do a little tutoring.
They don't need pizza. They need another workout. And you've got to learn that you lose. Isn't that what life is?
But not all the time.
Lose by 100.
Sometimes you do.
I got 100 auditions in a row, and no one said, Regina, we're going to just give you the job.
There you go.
You didn't get it again.
But you know what? She's telling you that now.
Yeah.
But right now, she's starring in a new Lifetime movie. I'm just saying, this weekend. What are you doing?
What's it called?
Miss Girl.
I'm 161ing. Like the points. It means like the guy with the points. I won.
She's winning.
By 161
Tell everybody about your movie.
Okay, so the new movie is called With This Ring, which is based on a book called The Vow. And it's basically about 3 friends who go to their best friend's wedding, and they make a vow that within 1 year, they will each have husbands, no matter what. Even if they marry the guy they don't want.
That is a drunken bad decision weekend.
And there we are.
Don't do that.
Hey, you know what? None of the people coming up have done this. Except for Regina in this movie, which I'm going to be watching. We will be right back with Kristen Chenoweth.
I come from vintage trouble, look out, find the one you found. I'm like your brother with my live wire, straight shooting dirty mouth.
place these days. Not only is she heading back to Broadway, thank you, Lord, she's on the big screen starring in the animated movie Strange Magic and the new thriller The Boy Next Door with who? J-Lo. Take a look. Woo.
Oh, Claire. Okay, why didn't you tell me?
I thought that I could handle it. I thought that it was gonna just blow over. I don't know. I didn't think he was gonna turn into a stalker.
Okay. Look, we can look at this picture and we know that he's a psychopath, but it's not the way the rest of the world's going to see it.
And there's a video.
What?
Not good. Please welcome Kristen Chenoweth. I couldn't love you more. First, let's start Broadway.
Oh, God, thank you.
Madeline Kahn, your idol, you are taking over the role she did.
Yes.
Tell everyone.
It's called On the 20th Century. It's a madcap comedy, so come and forget your troubles.
Yes.
Peter Gallagher is my leading man, and we have the most incredible cast, directed by Scott Ellis, and I told you in the dressing room, I thought Apple Tree was hard, this one show I did on Broadway.
Which you were amazing in.
Thank you. This is really, really hard. But I'm enjoying it because I'm challenged, and it's operetta, but it's comedy.
Right.
It's lots of dancing. It's Madeline Kahn.
Yes.
You know,
did you see the original?
No. Was I live? Yes.
Yes,
no.
you were, because I saw it. I saw it.
Oh, okay. I was...
You were maybe a fetus. Yeah.
I know, but boy, did I... My biggest regret in life is that I never met Madeline. Madeline Kahn and Leonard Bernstein. Those are two people I would have loved to have met.
Yeah, she was lovely.
I'm hoping she's proud of me when she sees it.
This is kind of a quick story, and it's a tangent, but after she died, I got a letter from her because I had sent her a basket of Get Well. That was so funny. And it was like a gift from heaven.
What?
And I still have it, and I'll show you it.
Oh, you know,
you were backstage at Broadway listening to two. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, ask a different question. Yeah.
You know what? Her family, I named my dog Madeline Kahn, and her family came to see me in a show. There she is, that little
there she
diva.
is, Maddie.
She is such a...
She's a cutie. So cute. My doggy's upstairs in my dressing room. My puppy is upstairs.
I don't understand people who don't appreciate dogs. If you don't like dogs, get away from
me.
me.
You're not, there's something off.
I have a Zeus.
a bulldog.
I have a Zeus who's a bulldog. And
get it.
They don't make them.
No.
On 4 legs, he kills it. He is the show.
I prefer dogs to men. Dogs to men.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Right.
Me too.
Can I ask you about this movie, though? This movie is hot, and the boy next door is a little misleading. I mean, he's a pretty naughty boy next door. Can you tell us about the film?
It's so good. I've always wanted to be in a thriller, and Jennifer Lopez, you know, she's such a good actress.
Yes, she is.
She is such a good actress, and she has an indiscretion, you know, an indiscretion.
But he does not look like a high school senior.
No,
look at him. Yes.
No. And then it turns out he has some mental problems. So
how was it working?
Just a few. Just a few.
Did she? Now, is she
So do I, and I'm here, so don't judge. Don't judge.
But was she nice? Was she? I mean, I see, you know, Jennifer Lopez is such a. I mean, she's just.
You know what?
She's very down to earth.
She
very,
is?
and we have the same birthday, and I don't know what it is, but we just completely connected. And I think because I have a very strong work ethic, and so does Jennifer Lopez. And so there's a respect and love there. I love her. I get to see her tonight. I love her.
You guys look hot on the screen together, too.
Thank God my abs don't show, because then it would be roly-poly.
I think you'd be fine. I think you'd be fine.
You know, when I look at you, that's what I think. Roly-poly Kristen. When is she going to get her act together and trim some of that extra fat? Shut the heck up.
I didn't want to say it, but since you did.
You're teeny tiny. You're like a little kittle. You could fit in a necklace. Remember Little Kittle?
Is that a Polly Pocket?
In your animated film, are you a little kittle?
I like a Polly Pocket. Right? I'm a Sugar Plum Fairy, which I know is shocking, just shocking. But it's a sort of a take on Midsummer Night's Dream and George Lucas's his company's first animated film.
I cannot wait to see
You're going to love it. The music's fun.
But you in any animation, you and Tinkerbell, some of your best work, Kristen Chenoweth. She plays Rosa, and she's fantastic. You're so good.
Is this the, wait, which part are are you on vocal lockdown for, though? Isn't there...
Well, usually when I'm rehearsing for Broadway, this is so demanding, I don't talk when I'm not working. So today, you know, obviously I have diarrhea of the mouth, you can tell. But usually when I'm rehearsing, I go home at 6 and I shut it down.
Yeah, but she will still tweet, so look for that. I couldn't love you more. I really couldn't. And tell your parents I said hello, because I love them, too. Kristen Chenoweth, The Boy Next Door is the movie. On Friday, you can go see it. We'll be right back with Judith Light from Transparent.
Show me what should have known. Lo and behold, you show me what should have known. I gave you everything. Hands in the air, hands in the air. Hands in the air. Above your head, let me see those hands.
That's the amazing Vintage Trouble, our house band for today for Whoopi's return. Two-time Emmy and Tony winner Judith Light is beyond brilliant on the new amazing show Transparent, which just won the Golden Globe for Best Series. She plays a woman whose ex-husband is transitioning from a man to a woman, and she's taking it all very well. Take a look.
I'm trying to say that is a f***ing transvestite.
That is not the word, okay? He's trans.
Oh, that. Of course I know that. You think I'm a dummy?
Oh my God.
You know?
Where the is the phone?
You knew?
It's his thing. It's his little private kink. Everyone has one. That's something you can confirm, right, Rabbi? Everyone has one.
Please welcome Judith Light.
You guys.
Oh my God.
I can't say enough about this show, Transparent, on Amazon. Stream it, love it, live it. It is beyond brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you.
You must be so thrilled to be a part of that amazing cast.
I am privileged. Yes. I am honored. I have emotion about how much I feel about this show and how important it is. And Jeffrey Tambor winning the Golden Globe.
As he should.
As he should. It was an extraordinary night because we weren't expecting it. I mean, of course, we hoped for it. It's the first online to ever win a Golden Globe, and that hats off to the Hollywood Foreign Press.
Right. Well, as Nicole said, tell her what Norman Lear said.
Norman Lear was here, and it was such an honor to meet him. And I asked him if there was anything brave. His shows were so brave at the time when they were on. And I asked him if there was anything brave on television right now, and he cited this show as the only thing.
The only thing.
He has been our one-person singular publicity person.
Well, he's a genius, and the show is genius.
It really, and you know, Whoopi did the 92nd Street Y with him, and he said Transparent is the show to watch.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen it, you guys, it's Amazon Prime, and you can binge watch all 10 episodes. And what's so incredible to me about it is that Jill Soloway is a genius, and she used to write for 6 Feet Under and United States of Terror, and this cast is so beautiful, and that's why I say I'm so honored to be with them, and particularly because of the subject.
Yes, and it is her life. It's Jill's life.
And her parent has transitioned, and she is magnificent. And she was at the premiere in September in LA, and she's just remarkable. And when you think of what it takes to actually do this, to be a person who says, I want to live my courageous, authentic life, and what it takes to go through that we honor these people, and that we get and we educate people, and that's what we're trying to do in the show. I mean, Jeffrey said it. You know, lives are at stake, and so when we're talking about that, and you get something like this, you get to educate people, and you remove bigotry and prejudice.
And guess who's been hired as a new writer this season? Laverne Cox, who is also changing the world by being herself.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable, Judith. And what a career you have had, from Karen Wolick all the way to this.
And I was a One Life to Live. I watched.
You're not old enough.
Yes, I am.
You are not.
Yes, I am. I am. And I watched you. I had extreme, you know when you watch soaps and extreme emotions.
And there's your hubby that you met there.
Yeah.
And he's still your hubby?
He is.
How about that? That's a bravo right there.
Quite a scene.
Thank you.
It got you married.
Can I say something about you on the red carpet?
30 years.
I was about to say, I was just looking to see, but that's a long, not how did you make it last, but how did you make it last? That's a Hollywood marriage that's lasted 3 decades, which is like 5,000 years.
Well, actually, well, actually, the truth is we do our very best to talk about everything. And, you know, everybody says, oh, it's so picture perfect. It's not picture perfect, trust me.
Right.
I mean,
real life.
No, it's real life, and you have to go through things, and we go up and we go down, and sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. And we happen to have 2 people in our lives and that are really a model of a relationship for us.
Herb and Jonathan.
And they happen to be a gay couple. So,
and they're fantastic.
And they're really
and how
amazing.
long have they been together?
They've been together for 34 years.
Wow.
See that?
So you can find people that you model yourself after in a way that you use them and they inspire you.
And you do that for me. I have to tell you that.
Bro.
In your physical health, in your emotional growth, in your Broadway performances, in your whole life and career. You're an astounding human being.
Thank you.
And I'm privileged to know
She said that to me, though.
I did, and I meant it for you, so. Judith White, watch Parenthood. It's 10 episodes, 5 hours, and it's worth it. I've seen it all 3 times. We'll be back right after this. I'm sorry, Transparent.